Hey, what's up everyone, my name is Thijs and what the heck? So people, if you didn't know, this is part 2 of my ultimate game jam journey. And boy was it a ride. I uploaded part 1 almost 3 weeks ago and I was planning on uploading this part a week after. As you'll see later in this video, at one point my hard drive got corrupt. I thought I'd have fixed it a day or two after the last devlog, but well that... Okay, you can stop now, okay. Yep, it took a while to fix, but I can finally make videos and games again. Enjoy the final 2 days of my ultimate game jam adventure. Oh, okay, I mean, don't call it that, it sounds a little stupid.
Are you sure about this?
So it's Saturday, and honestly, I didn't even add too much. Some sound effects were added, and I also added that you actually hold the stick without attacking, since it got pretty hard to see in which state of rotting your stick was. And that could lead to some sticky situations. Thank you. Also, I started with a main menu. I thought of a name of the game, Fight Blight. I mean, I thought it was a funny name, and I made a logo to look like a log that's rotting, decaying, and fungi starting to grow. I mean, I don't think it looks great, but I'm not redesigning it because I only have one day.
This is bad. Yeah.
Well, I still had a lot of stuff to do. If you die, nothing happens. If you win, nothing happens. There aren't any levels, there aren't any sticks you can pick up, and if your stick is fully decayed, the game is unplayable. And that results in, again, the game is unplayable. So I set my alarm to wake me up at 5 AM. And when I woke up, I went to sleep again. I'm not doing this, what the...
Is that true? Is that actually happened?
Of course it happened. I think this is a reflection of how just
Oh my god!
dumb we've become.
Oh my...
So I immediately got to work. I finished the main menu, made a game over screen and a finish win screen thing. I also made puddles of water that will heal the player when he touches them. Also, I thought having to pick up a new stick could be a little tedious. Every room should have at least one stick, I don't know. So I thought of a game called Titan Souls, where you can only shoot one arrow and you have to stand completely still to retrieve it and be able to shoot it again. So I made this particle effect thing, and now once you're empty-handed, you can hold shift for a short moment of time, and this will allow you to kind of grow a new stick like, I don't know, Groot. But for this you have to fully stand still as well for that short amount of time, so you have to time it correctly and find a safe space to do so. I also made a puddle of tar, spikes and maggots or something. It acts exactly like the puddle of water I created earlier, instead it damages the player instead of healing him. So this was just very easy and a quick little thing to add. Now that that's all working, I created levels. I made a system that allows the player to move from room to room if there aren't any enemies inside the current room. And with everything ready, I created 3 levels. 4 if you count the worst tutorial ever as a level as well. Yeah, I started running out of time, so I couldn't really spend any time on a good tutorial. In a tutorial you don't want to have any text because the player doesn't want to read it, and if they don't read it, they probably won't know that they can hold down shift to create a weapon. And how the heck are they going to get past this room? Listen, I know this tutorial is super duper bad, but I just don't have the time to make a good one. I also added a screen to pop up once a level is completed that allows the player to either proceed or quit. And I made it so that the levels get darker and worse the closer you get to the core of the rotting and decay. I added music, which is linked in the description, though I didn't have any time to make smooth transitions between menu, battle and idle forest music, so it sounds pretty repetitive since, every time it switches over, it plays from the start. So I was finished. I uploaded the game to itch.io and even posted a link in the Ultimate Game Jam Discord as an official "Hey, I finished my game" link. I tried playing my game and I reopened my project with the intention to just change the resolution real quick, but that left me with 194 errors. Apparently an important file got corrupted at one point. So yeah, I got blue screened and I couldn't even reopen the project. That's when sicko mode was activated. So I couldn't reopen the project, meaning I created a new project and dragged and dropped all the asset files into the new project, but some prefabs got corrupted, so I had to remake those prefabs and all of my canvases as well. were gone. They were just fully gone. And when I tried to change the build settings to WebGL so that I could make it playable in the browser itself instead of it being a download link only, Unity crashed and I got blue screened again. I'm not gonna lie to you, I messaged Metabulous about their troubles I had and asked him if that meant that I was disqualified, since you know I couldn't really hand in anything in time. And he said yes, so that's my game jam journey. I wish the other contestants the best. No, Matt is like the reincarnation of Tupac, Funky Kong and Jesus himself, and he told me it was okay for me to hand it in later. So I got very tired of all of this stuff and I worked on the game for the entire day. I headed to bed and would try to fix it tomorrow.
Holy, look at all this damage.
So I just couldn't get it right. I couldn't even open my project anymore because Unity Hub started acting weird and stuff in general just got corrupted. Unity Hub, my hard drive, my laptop, the government, this monk I just defeated in Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I mean, I had no idea how to fix it all. So I just deleted every version of Unity and Unity Hub and reinstalled them. But I still couldn't open anything in Unity Hub. So I did the only thing that came to mind. Jump out of my window. But when I ran back upstairs and got back to my laptop, it still didn't work. So I installed Unity 2018, which I knew doesn't use Unity Hub. I created a new game project and that worked. Still though, some of my files got corrupted, so I had to remake some prefabs and all of the canvases. But every hour or so when I tried to save, it would tell me that I just couldn't save because files got corrupted. So I changed file locations and had a total of 6 different versions of the project in which I could work an hour each before I had to create a new one. But I finally got everything back the way it was. Now, I wasn't going to make the same mistake twice, so I just built it as a download, not an in-browser playable game. So just as I was about to press the build button, no, it actually finally worked. I'm a little sad I couldn't make it into a game that could just be played on the browser itself, because you know, that would obviously lead to more people playing the game. But to be honest, I'm just super happy it's finally uploaded and I'm done with Unity fixing for now. Though I still can't open any Unity project in the 2019 version, so I still have to look into that, but there isn't too much pressure on it because there isn't any deadline for it. But hey, that's the game, baby! You can play it for yourself now. It's linked in the description. There's a few bugs and it's pretty dang short. But I made it in a week and it's my first game jam and, well, actually it's the first game I ever uploaded. But hey, if you want to try it out, again, it's linked in the description. The whole thing takes like 5 minutes of your time. The other contestants made some really cool games as well. Games by Soul made this 2D fight platform ninja game where you have to chase a rainy cloud to regenerate. Vimlark made this cool game where the floor underneath you falls apart. Isoprod made this game where you have to add robot parts that decay after a while. Artindi made like a platformer with a shootable ball that rebuilds destroyed stone walls, like that one Superman movie. Outer Studios has this platformer with spooky Hollow Knight vibes. And Tons of Hunt Studios recreated the nightmare I had a week ago. Everyone involved in the game jam is linked in the description. Thanks a lot for watching this video. It was a lot longer than my other videos and I worked super hard on it. If you like this long video, which I assume you do since you're still watching it while you could be watching Shrek vs Frozen Elsa Donkey's Trap. I mean I would know which one I choose, but you could leave a like, you know. And if you aren't yet, you can subscribe to my channel and join my Discord server. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Well lads, so the top 4 of this round gets to proceed to round 2. Let's see where I was placed. Oh, okay, so I got 6th place. I mean, it was still a fun experience, at least before the screaming and agony began. I wish everyone the best in round 2. Just know that anyone placed above me from now on, you're all my mortal enemies.